Hello one and all Palads, and welcome to Hearthstone Hearth Hour. And I just want to start off by apologising for, there not being one for the last 2 weeks. I know, we've kind of got into a real, kind of slid back out. But, I'm totally going to be on track now, hopefully. And I've got some extras, like I'm going to be bringing up, like, fun snippets I've done alongside these half hours, which I'll be throwing up as separate little mini videos as well to kind of make up for that. Today, I've got quite a choice. I went to see what my quests for the day are, and I've kind of ended up with no overlap quests. That's a shame. But I thought, it's been a while since we've done a paladin. I know we have yet to do a druid, but we will get round to druid at some point. So I've created Paladragon, with the idea that everything in it is a dragon in some way, or in Dragonling mechanics, it's a nice shiny card which has the word dragon in it, so I wanted to put it in, just cause. Almost every card in here is dragon, with the exception of the card I just mentioned, and I've got 2 Consecration and 2 Avenging Wrath to kind of keep me in the game. Because I found with the charge deck, when I went all in on that idea, it didn't really work out, and I thought, let's try and prevent that. There is, of course, some cards like Blackwing Technician and Blackwing Corruptor, which kind of, as well as Red and Blackhand, who also aren't dragons themselves, but gain some sort of synergy with dragons themselves. So hopefully this deck will work pretty well. We will soon see, though. Let's go into some games, and hopefully we should do okay. Maybe, maybe not. Paladragon it is.
Uther versus Uther.
We are ready.
I will fight with
so what do we want here?
Command the light.
Not of a hell of a lot. I think I'm going to keep the Azure Drake as a safe dragon to go with Blackwing Technician, because obviously we aren't guaranteed dragons into our hand, even though it's very highly likely that that's the case. And Consecration is going to be quite useful, considering we're going against a Paladin. It's very likely that he'll have some sort of rush going with him. Like, even if he is Secret Paladin, he'll still run stuff like Muster for Battle. That's, always annoying to see be put up against. So hopefully, we can kind of weather the storm into the late game. This is kind of what the deck needs to do. Hopefully it will do that. I haven't actually tested this deck out, so I thought it'd be more fun just to play it. So, who knows. I think we might coin into Blackwing Technician just because we have 2 free drops now. But next draw could change that.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, so I think I am. In fact, I won't. I'll go into... I'm tempted to do Dragonhawk Rider, actually. But I think we'll just go with this, because he might have Blessing of Might. It's unlikely, I know, but he might, and it would render my turn useless. I would prefer to have the Blackwing Technician out, because I know it's kind of... It's a safe bet that he's going to be around. And he's more likely to be able to remove whatever he brings out. However, Dragonhawk Rider will be a great play as a follow-up, if we need to. Now, the main reason I didn't play Dragonhawk Rider, because it would mean next turn I would have to go into Reinforce, which isn't great in this early game. And I'd obviously want to make full use of the Inspire. But Corwin here, Corwin Z, or Z, depends how you prefer. Is really nervous, obviously. Maybe he's got, the jitters. He's not sure, what's to play here, He's seen my Blackwing Technician. He's heard about the old Paladragon deck, and he's thinking to himself, ooh, be careful here. This could be a tricky customer. So I think we're going to play Dragonhawk Rider. And we can ignore what he's got on the field, I think. I'm not in a rush to take them out. I can always consecrate if he creates a really big board of minions. So that's why I've kind of ignored it. Normally I would trade, but you know, it doesn't really gain me anything at this point of the game to do that if I'm going to consecrate potentially next turn. Anyway. Ooh, he's playing a secret. 2 secrets. So he is running a secret deck, and I'd imagine it's not gone well. It's not gone well for him, and he's ended up with quite a lot of trash. So I think we'll start here, just in case he's got an avenge, so that I can like make better use of the turn with Dragonhawk Rider. So he hasn't. I think he's going to have competitive spirit, so I want to do that. I could be wrong there, but you know, it's better safe than sorry, I think. And he's gone with a shielded minibot. I don't know what's better to do here, because if I don't draw into a free drop, you know, it might not be the best idea to use Dragonhawk Rider. But I have drawn into Fairy Dragon. Yeah, you tell him. I think we'll do this, maybe? So it's redemption. Okay, I'm okay with a redemption play there. So I'm going to get quite a lot off here. And it turned out he had a repentance. That's really good, actually. Because we've now dropped him to nearly half health. And even if he had a consecration, he will still need to attack with minibot to take out my whole field. I'm not too worried here. I'm pretty confident, in fact. But you know, based on what he's played here, you know, obviously his Mysterious Challenger hasn't. Maybe it's, you know, it's turned out that a lot of his secrets are in his hand, so Mysterious Challenger is not going to be as effective. It is turn 6 though, so you know, we've got to be on our toes a little bit. But playing it would also mean that, you know, Blessing of Kings. It wasn't one of the things on my list of what I thought he might do. So I can safely hit for another 3, I think, here. I think hitting for another 3 is safe. I'm playing it quite strategically. I don't know if, you know, I need to be. It seems that, you know, Paladragon could be the top tier dragon deck, as well as being the top tier paladin deck. You know, if it can take out Secret Paladin, you know, this could be new meta. Even though I'm very aware that he's obviously got, you know, a great hand. But having the Blackwing Corruptor in my hand means I have got an ulterior option of how to take out shielded minibot if he was to attack, and then take out this with like something else. So there's that muster about I said to be like worried about. But if he does attack into it, that means he does take some extra damage. Alright, another 3 damage at this point is quite risky for him, really. Saying that though, I haven't got a play at the minute. It's a shame that I was one off like getting a Volcanic Drake there. That is a bit So there's that competitive spirit. It does put him in a good place here, given that, you know, I haven't got a real response, and a Quartermaster just ouch. That's good. And a Divine Favour. Are you sure you've used enough here, Corwin? That's like a shocking play. That's like turned it around for him. After like my confident speech of how well it was going, you know, he sort of just turned round in an instant. And I don't know what's best to do here. You know, if I play Chromagus, he just takes it out. Dragon Consort is not a bad play, actually. What does it make him? 4-5, I think. It's not a bad play. I'll go with that. This is a really tight game, actually. Like, if he has like a hand of secrets now, he'll probably win it, to be honest. But he is at a low health pool. I'm not expecting him to have any heal, just due to the nature of Paladin decks at the minute. But it's not to say it's unlikely. That's even riskier to play it like that. But there's that lay on hand, so it turns out I was wrong in that assumption. He does have quite a bit of heal still going for him. I wouldn't even have expected lay on hands. If he'd have gone like Guardian of Kings, I'd have been like, oh, that's fair enough. You know, I expect that, I suppose. But really like oddball manoeuvre there. So I think we want a Drake to be played here. And we'll play Dragonhawk Rider. Just because, you know, we need to like start thinning the deck out so it can get close to, you know, an Avenging Wrath or a Consecrate now that it's got quite tight. And here's a load of secrets. It's secret time. Oh, it's Mysterious Challenger. He has a whole like 5 sets, but he doesn't. But he does have some extras in his hand to be playing. So that is quite worrisome. So I mean, how do we even play this? I suppose we have to just eat some secrets here. So we should trigger a Noble Sacrifice, an Avenge, and a Redemption. Okay. That's fine. That's all. Okay. I'm thinking double Volcanic Drake, actually. That's not a bad play. I don't think that's a bad play at all, especially if he's got a Repentance. Like, I'd rather lose just one of my 6 4s and like my Cro-Magus be completely and utterly useless. So here he's got 11, 14 damage. Now I'm very aware I could have like stopped some of it by taking out the defender, but I'm playing it a little bit risky on the hope that he's going to have to clear. So it's looking like he could be clearing here, but that's like early doors, you know, it could change. Oh wow, it seems like he's going to be ignoring it. Maybe? No, he is taking them out. He's just decided to make sure he gets to keep his stuff.
Reporting for duty.
Chillmore. Hello. That's actually great here. Kind of, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much he'll lose here because of Chillmore, because of... It depends how he trades. Like, the efficient trade is to throw 2 3/3s into it, I would have said. And then he gets to keep everything. Except for he'd lose a 1/1. Like, the most silly thing he could do here would be to throw his one in... Like, actually it would be just to throw that into it, his Mysterious Challenger. So hopefully, you know, he might make a silly move, but if he doesn't, then, you know, I'm still... That's actually just game. Can't believe it. Just out of nowhere, a random owl. That's a shame. I thought that might have bought us a turn, but I think that you can agree that that was a pretty tight game. Considering I was going up against like a top tier deck, I would argue. I mean, I don't think it was probably the most optimised version of it. I mean, I'm not too familiar with it. With like the net deck version of it is, because I don't really, you know, pay attention to it much, and I can't say I've come across it a lot. But you know, maybe I'm lucky, or maybe, you know, when I've been playing, you know, it's just a case of, you know, it was out of flavour. I don't know. You know, it was like having a little like dormant spell. Maybe, I don't know.
I will fight with honor.
So we've got to try again here, and hopefully we'll fare better against a hunter. Given that we haven't got heal, so The hope is here he'll think he needs to trade more than he has to because he's against a paladin. If this just ends up being a fail, like charge, I won't be happy. Hearth Hour, do 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 do. So already we're seeing, you know, really obvious signs that he's not going to be playing around. Given that we've just done an Avenging Wrath, though, I am happier seeing that. I mean, it might be that I just need to use different dragons. It'd be cool if you guys could, like, try the deck out yourself, like, make changes to it in terms of what dragons you use, etc. So this will be interesting. I mean, he might use, like, have a kill command he just wants to throw at it. Be very interesting to see how he takes it out. Or if he ignores it completely, that's very possible. If he doesn't, which he hasn't, I think I'm going to have to just clear board. And I think... No, I can. I just fall short of the Volcanic Drake. That's a shame, because that would have been funny. To just follow up with Drake play for nothing. But I had to really use it there. I couldn't wait. just to get an extra added bonus out of it. That would be a bit cheeky. Do we want to trigger it this early on? I don't think we do, actually. We do want to take it out, though. And I'll play Dragon Consort now, just in case he had a snipe. I'm not saying he would have, to be honest. I was thinking about it, and it's, you know, now that Bear Trap's a thing, it's potential, but it might be that. So, I'd rather play like this. He's really doing the rush now. It's like full-on rush. Rush, rush, rush.
I wield the power of black.
Hit like this, and it's an explosive trap. That is a shame. He wields the power of Blackwing. We have got a pretty substantial board now of 17 damage. You know, if I manage to survive, I might even win. Like, just due to the Avenging Wrath. But he's got hounds. Is he just trading off, or ignoring? So I can do 21, I think, if it was to hit all them instead with the Avenging Wrath, I think. Right, 6. It's 16, actually. So I think it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to do it. But miracles do happen, so we'll see. Okay, it didn't happen. And he's got game. So that's a shame. He's got to have game here. I mean, he only needs 1 damage. Right, a quick shot, or just anything. Go on, just finish me off. There we go. So it's 0-2 with this deck. So obviously, you know, I think some of these decks I might, like, in the new year, do, like, revised versions of them. Like, especially with the new expansion coming up later this week. You know, even that might get me to, like, want to revise some of my, like, older ones. So this is, like, my final game of redemption before I jump over and do the Tavern Brawl. If the only game I win is a Tavern Brawl, that would be shocking. We'll just do that, I think. We got a consecration, so I'm happy. Now, looking back, you know, that was a bit risky, throwing away the Avenging Wrath. I think, there's a reason why Priest is a better choice. Here was me trying to be alternative and think, well, let's see how well it does in Paladin. But the fact is, you need that heal. And although I could have it, by just throwing away some of these dragons like Dragonhawk Rider, I'm trying to, like, have a bit of fun and be competitive, partially. I think it's a real, like, task to try and say, you've got to kind of stick to this limit as much as possible, but still try and find a way to make it competitive. I think that's quite, interesting. I think it's why I quite enjoy doing this show. As opposed to, like, Road to, like, Legend or something like that, I thought I'd try and do something a little more fun and out there. Because to start with, Hearth Hour just started off as me doing a preview beta of this, and I think it was my first one I did was a deck called Pandarian Pop, which was like using all Pandarians. Just to see how competitive I could make it. I don't think there's anything I could revise with it, but I'll have a look, because I think that would be a fun one to go back to. Given that loads have been released. Even if I'd change like the spell line, or just because of, how the meta is now, it might be more, like, it might be a very different case scenario with it. The deck is telling me play Dragonhawk Rider, so that's what we'll do. And we'll take out its 2/2. Hammer of Wrath. I haven't seen that card in ages. It's not a very used card anymore, I would say. So we'll hit for free. Next turn, we've just got a plethora of 5s to pick from.
Follow the rules.
Blackwing Corruptor would be a good idea, I think. I want to know what he's playing, actually, so... I'm not sure if I want to do that when I could just get the,
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, seriously? Right. Let's see if it's Repentance. It's not. Okay. So, although I could have played a 5 there, I think that was a better use of what I've got.
To battle.
Let's hit like that. Let's see if it's an eye for an eye. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Right, so I think it must be a competitive spirit, I would say. Obviously he's going to be able to play a lot here because of Emperor Forazin kind of going to the wayside. Maybe that's a card that would be worth using here, an Emperor Forazin, make a lot of these, like, quite costly cards be worth a little less. Maybe that's all I'm missing, like the key component. You guys can check that one out, see if it's, like, worth doing. So he's now at 4-3. Now he goes into Silverhand Recruit, or Regent I should say, but it gets a Recruit. So is it double Recruit now?
Reporting for duty.
I can't quite clear, that's a shame. I get close though, I suppose. That's the way to look at it. Does he get an avenge off of it? No. Okay. The problem is, I've got to keep his knife juggler around. That's not fun. I shouldn't really want that around. But it does waste his competitive spirit, so... he's got to make the most of his turn, really. I can still take it out next turn, no problem. Blackwing Corruptor. It's all good in the hood, but... I'm glad that dodged it. But it probably won't this time.
Reporting for duty.
Right, so...
I wield the power.
There.
Reporting for duty.
So we're now at 4 to 5 in terms of hand size. He's slightly drawn more than me, but I think, you know, it's going to be a game for him again. Just because I can't compete with all these secrets.
Reporting for duty.
Dragon Consort it is. Repentance. Let's see him play another competitive spirit and dominate the game. Because he gets to take out my Dragon Consort for nothing. Probably trade his Mysterious Challenger. Well, it's not a trade even, is it? I mean, it's just him straight outright taking it out. Then again, he might be getting ready to finish me off. I just hate it when Divine Favour just comes out of nowhere. Because you know Paladin's only run one, but somehow they manage to just have it always. It's almost like, you know, the 80s up with sleeve trick, you know, that's what I reckon goes on. They just have one at all times. Like, there's nothing I could draw here which would help, there's nothing I could do which will help. I'll show you this, how about that? I'll show you the Dragon Ring mechanic. Isn't that nice? So that's 0 and 3. I do recommend you guys, you know, try and like see if you can make it work better than I have. Like maybe you'd have to take out them like core cost creatures because they're obviously not very good. Dragon mechanics, I mean. So let's just do the Tavern Brawl. I have no idea how long this has run on for. Apparently we're doing an oldie, but one of my favourite ones. At least you don't have to construct a deck, I suppose, in this case. Nefarious! If I remember right, Nefarian was better, but they might have changed it, like they might have edited the stuff. Thanks, Nefarian. So he's got something to say for himself. So we'll start out with a 7/7, because as you do. That should annoy him. So he's having to go for his coin. I can't remember if before it was Nefarian who got the coin. Can't remember. Hit 7. Played Dragon Consort. Talk about momentum. I wouldn't have played like that, but you know, I suppose this way he does manage to kind of make things awkward on me. Spell it is, I suppose. See if we can get a good spell. Like a fireball. Nah. It does take out what he's got, I suppose, so it's worth playing. What does this do? That I've got to wait for, but this I can throw out now. Was it always as you got open the gates? I think it was, I can't remember. A lot of this I have forgot about. But we will be getting that soon. Open the gates. That should annoy him. That was a bit silly, but you know. His choice, I suppose. So we'll throw that down. Throw a Black Ring Technician down and we'll trade off really efficiently. And that should annoy him. Did he not even hit with this last turn? I don't know if he did. You should be hitting with it every time. What's this effect? At the end of each turn, summon all like divers. Okay, so we just do another trade because we don't want anything around. Get another spell going for us. It's a bear trap. And we'll do that. So we've got 2 of them now to keep us happy. Oh, it looks nice. That was an easy one, wasn't it, guys? I hope you enjoyed that one. I wish the games with Paladragon was that easy. So at this point we'll open our pack and we'll call it quits. I don't know quite how long it's run on for, but I imagine it's about half an hour. That's the format I go by. You know, I tend to find that this is enough to make it happen. Just a rare. Just a rare. It would have been nice to have some big, like, flashy card come out of that. But no, just a rare. I don't think any time I've done Hearth Hour, I've got something good out of a pack from the Tavern Brawl. But there you go. Thank you for watching, everyone. And goodbye.